YouTube, what's going on, guys? You know what time it is. Hey, still cycling my tank. Check it out. Nitrites are still high. Nitrates are just starting to develop. Okay, what I want to talk about was I've had a couple of people ask me about adding some bacteria from somebody else's tank, and that also gave me some thoughts on doing a fish in cycle. And I'm going to tell you why I'm completely against that for myself. Stay with me, guys. Let's talk about this. Okay, guys. So, while my tank is still cycling, I am patient enough to sit back and go ahead and let it finish doing its thing. And for me, with the if you think about fish, getting them in their sensitive species to begin with, okay, not really known for being really hardy. Every fish carries a certain amount of parasites. That's just the way that the industry is. That's just the way that the hobby is now. And so that's something that we learn to deal with. And fish, they have their own immune system to be able to deal with parasites that they have. Okay, so what happens when you do a fish in cycle is that you're going to end up taking a fish and stressing him out to the point to where the immune system of the fish that you're using for the fish in cycle is going to be weakened, which means that the parasites can end up overwhelming him in a weakened state. And what you end up with is a brand new tank that's full of parasites. Probably a lot more so than it would be under normal circumstances. That's one strike against you when you introduce the fish that you actually want into the tank that you are trying to hurry up and rush to get cycled because you don't want to be patient and just wait. Now, the second point to consider is the fact that after transportation, the fish that you got, the fish that you want, now is stressed. And a stressed fish also has a weakened immune system. So you're putting him into a brand new environment. He's stressed and he's just went through transportation. So you now have a tank that is full of, or more so than it would be, amount of parasites, and you've also just taken a fish that's stressed and put him into that very same environment. So that's two strikes against the fish that you're putting in there. Now, the same thing goes with bacteria, using bacteria from somebody else's tank. Do you really trust what they got? Do you really trust or know what they got going on in there? Now, this comes straight from Yog Stanker, and his advice is do not mix his discus with other discus from different breeders. Okay, this is not something that I just decided that I would jump on YouTube and make up. And please, like IFG said, this is just a second opinion from a guy on the internet that you know nothing about. I invite you to go and take a look at some of his catalog information on his discus and what he recommends. Okay, I don't think I know more than a guy whose family invented an entire strain of discus. I don't think I know more than he does. I learn from people like that. You know, those are the experts that, you know, guys like me learn from and really listen to what they're saying. So I don't want to introduce a different type of bacteria or bug or something like that they're not going to be really equipped to be able to deal with. And that's why I don't use bacteria from anybody else's tank. Me, it's all about the ammonia and it's all about patience. Guys, give your fish the best opportunity that they can have to be able to survive and make a successful transition from wherever they're coming from into your tank. That's my aquarium advice. Guys, Scuba Steve, still waiting. I'll wait though. I'm out.